What is up, all you fine folks? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another GWENT video. Today, we're going to be playing some Deathwish. Deathwish is making a comeback. It is on Team Elderblood's latest meta snapshot. We will not be playing that exact version. We're going to go a little bit more spicy just to make things a little bit more fun. But yeah, Deathwish seems to be back on the menu. They've gotten several buffs and support cards in recent months and years. I think most recently the Siren rework. It's now a solid Deathwish unit which can also consume another unit. Just a very solid card. And Brew's Ritual, not as new anymore, but in terms of when I've played Deathwish, this is pretty new. Very good thinning tool for Deathwish. Just a big Deathwish effect. Just a solid card. Dettlaff got buffed to 6 power at some point. So he's now 18 points if you're able to consume him twice, which is really, really good. Giant Toad is a really, really cool card. It's a very low tempo consume, but in return it is a carryover consume, which is pretty nutty for a 5 provision card, but it's exactly what Deathwish needs, so I'm glad to see that. Otherwise, nothing too fancy here. But as you can see, we're playing Shupe Deathwish, singleton, no duplicate bronzes. So obviously we're deviating a bit from the meta deck. But the major components are still here. We have Dagon. If you're playing Deathwish, you could easily play Haunt instead of Dagon, but from what I can tell from other people's recommendations, it's never worth it to run both. I think Dagon has a lot of upsides compared to Haunt, a lot of potential carryover value. He's a unit, so we can tutor him with some cheaper cards. If I were to put Haunt in here, I would really want a Neuromancy. But since Dagon is a unit, Royal Decree might suffice. If you haven't seen Dagon, he has a lot of text. And honestly, after just seeing him in action, just playing him and seeing him on the board and in the graveyard and stuff, it makes it easier to just grasp everything that he's doing. So if you're unsure about Dagon, I'm going to show you the text here, but then just watch him in action. I think that's going to be more helpful than me trying to explain it. So that's Dagon. Really interesting card. From what I understand, you usually want to play in round 1 for the carryover value, because his evolved form is potentially really high ceiling with card advantage and just a bunch of crazy Deathwish effects. But of course, you play him down, he gets heat waved, you are very sad. But it's going to be a matchup thing. If you're playing against a really greedy deck, or you get their heat wave out early and they're not Nilfgaard, you could definitely try to go for the evolved Dagon. But yeah, we have Shupe. Also a card recently buffed. He can do a lot of crazy things. Shupe Mage has a couple of notable effects. Move a random unit to the opposite row. If we have an empty board and the opponent has a big unit, this could be a really massive swing for us. Same with Shupe Mage, splitting 13 damage randomly between all other units. Again, if we have an empty board, the opponent has a big board, we can just get a lot of value from this card and maybe take out some engines. It's really good. Shupe Hunter has destroy an enemy artifact on a 6 power body for 12. Compared to Heatwave, this is the best artifact removal. It doesn't have the same flexibility as Heatwave, where you can also use it as Total Punish. But in terms of actually destroying an artifact, Shupe Hunter is the best card. We also have Shupe Hunter, which could be nice. If the opponent has, mainly big units, a lot of decently sized units, we could go for this. Or, it's a decent effect. Shupe Knight has some of the more boring effects, damage by 4, lock a unit, boost the unit in your hand by 2. But he does have the resilience. 10 base power resilience. This is the Shupe Knight that usually comes into play. If you're going for Knight, you're usually going for this. And that can be really, really powerful. So, Shupe has several options that are good. We're playing Rune Mage to help us be able to choose whichever one we want and not be limited to 3 random out of the 5 of each category. We have Radeyah. She will spawn our faction stratagem, which is Urn of Shadows, which is really, really good. We can use it round 1 with the Brewers Ritual to thin out some more Deathwish units. We can use it with Arrakis Queen to spawn usually another Deathlaugh, because we're usually eating Deathlaugh. But honestly, if you had a Harpy Egg, you can get 6 power. Just at least getting some points. If this Harpy Egg has been infused by Dagon, you get 8 points. Same with Foglet, another potential 6-point Deathwish, which can be a decent target. But, you know, we want to go for the big ones. Arrakis Queen and Brewers Ritual are the major ones. Also, Dagon Risen. If you're in a greedy matchup where you get him pretty high on the counter, he is also an excellent target for Urn of Shadows. Otherwise, very generic Deathwish stuff. Deathwish, one of the few archetypes that can fill out their entire singleton bronze core with synergistic units. Everything here has Deathwish or Consume or some sort of synergy in between. The only thing we're really missing out on compared to the meta version is the Succubus package. But honestly, I don't think it's that important. It's not the major part of the deck. Alright, I've talked for more than long enough. Let us jump into some gameplay. Try to have some fun with a Shupe Deathwish deck. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the video. Here we go. Syndicate. Hopefully not a poison variant, because our units go big. Lined pockets. Probably just some crimes. Let's see, we go first. We could potentially thin a shit ton here. If we, how many do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could do the thing. Am I gonna do the thing? It's the first match. It's so overcommittal though. But it's thinning all our bronzes. I'm doing the thing. Actually, I'm not doing the thing because I had to do the thing on the range row. Unless we kill some of them, of course. Bounty. Okay. The non-Shupe version usually runs Erendite, and I completely understand why, because this deck is a tempo nightmare. We're gonna do a little bit of damage control here. I'm not gonna spend a leader charge on that. We're so far ahead. That is severely overcommittal. That was a really good Marilorn, which I'm really happy about. Okay. Okay, we're gonna give them some coins here. But we're also getting rid of their unit. We are 34 points up. Oh, scoundrel. That's a good one. We are still 24 points up. But I want to eat this. Just pull out the last, 2 of the last 3. I mean, that's... Yeah, because we're not doing the Dagon Infusion, so we don't need the units in the deck anymore. Are we going to do it? It seems kind of crazy. Oh my god. I think... Let's see, they keep playing. They have 4 coins. I'm so far ahead. I'm gonna pass. I've thinned my deck. I have a lot of points. I don't think they can take it by 4 cards, which means they have to go even further down, and therefore I think we're getting a longer round with card advantage potentially. Conjurer's Candle. Dude, when your cards are that slow, you know, you might want to consider not playing this hard into the tempo.
I want to see corpses. Corpses everywhere.
You did it. You did it, and this was literally just a for-profit card, because now you're gonna dry pass and you're gonna lose the resilience on that. Let's see. Rune Mage is good. I'll keep this. Who has the funniest? I like Skellige. Alright. Okay, we're 2 cards up. Feels good. Feels really good, and we just barely did not thin too much. My last card is Dead Laugh. I think I want my last card to just be the Harpy. Okay. Dagon. Days be gone. Playing Bounty with Line Pockets, is that... You're not even trying at this point, are you? God, which Shupe are we going for? We're just going, probably just going for like a mid-rangey Shupe. Okay. You know what? Could go for destroy a random enemy. Although if we hit this, it's just 12 points. If we hit this, that's good. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Transform, row effect. Enemy artifact. Nah, I'll wait. I'll wait. I always forget. But then I always play on the range row. But it's fine. It's fine. He needs to be consumed multiple times. That's 1. Arrakis Queen does 1. Here we go. Philippa? Wow.
I'll never be imprisoned again.
Well, now I'm glad I got one value from that. Dude, I haven't seen Philippa in years. Why would you gain the... Oh. That's fine. That's good. Okay. I mean, it's not. Maybe this isn't entertaining. But I personally find it very enjoyable. See, destroy a random enemy. If it hits him, that is bad. Everything else is decent. Just gonna build up these Dagons.
Evil's not going anywhere.
Okay, somebody is just giving up. Oh, now you forfeit. Now you forfeit. Okay. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like that match was a forfeit when they went 3 cards down in round 1. Well, it wouldn't be a video without you, Nilfgaard. That's okay. That's okay. Tactical decision. Probably not being used for the right purposes, as usual. Okay, what do we need here? Oh, Shupe. Interesting. This gets Brewess. I would like Radeyah. I'm not getting her. Because playing Brewess and then not eating her just to play Abaya, that's very greedy against Nilfgaard. Very greedy. So I'm not sure I want to do that. I guess it kind of depends on their deck, right? Okay. Oh, someone's doing something fun. Okay. Land of 1,000 Fables. I respected that. Kind of a weak finish. I was expecting 16 cards and then an Elder Bear. Comparatively, this is trash. But hey, you did it. You know what? They don't have a lock. They don't have a lock. Their deck is a meme. Memes don't have locks. Am I right? Please let me be right. No. Don't hover it. Don't. Oh no, they can grab the lock. They probably have one lock and they're grabbing it. Am I right? Please don't let me be right. No Alba. Okay. Okay. That happened. That sure happened. I mean, consume is good against this. Deathwish also good against it. Okay. Tibor Sihil. I get it. I get it.
Do you honestly think you can catch me? You fool.
With the knickers. Huh. Well, let's see what you have first. If I get like a griffin here, that'd be great. Totally planned that. Okay, a leader coming down. Which probably means Sihil isn't.
Truly electrified.
I mean, he might, but he's not getting the initiative. So yeah, you can kill that, but you still only have 2 damage. You could kill this to get some targets. I mean, I am 2 cards up at this point, but they are still free to pass, so I don't want to do anything. I mean, they have a target here regardless. So I'm just gonna play. Yeah. This makes sense now with the Sihil. How many bronze cards do they have? Yeah, they have to kill a 1, but now they have Masterwork Sihil, so they can... Now they can just hit for 3 every time. But they don't have a lot of cards left, so hopefully not an issue. Okay. Let's see, I eat this. That's 4 points, 38, 47. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because of the very nice card advantage they gave me, I am very eager to potentially just play Shupe. With carryover. So as long as I stay within 10 points of victory, that's decent. So I need to get to 52. I mean, I'm gonna have to use the leader charge regardless, so that's an extra, a lot of points. Yeah, so if I play... Is that even correct? I can win on even with 10 points resilience, or I can just win on even and save Shupe. No, I think we do this. I think we do this. And then we just... let's see, I can eat this for a guaranteed 4. Alright. Yeah, just T-Bore. Doesn't seem worth it unless you're abusing him like crazy. That is not good. That is not good. I mean, by round 3, I am going to draw the cards that I want. I think... Damn it! Always! The fuck... Why do I always play my Deathwish units on the ranged row? I literally always do it. Now I wasted a toad. I am the worst giant toad player in the world. It rarely backfires, but now it... My god. Oh, I should not have done that. Just play them on the melee row, you idiot. Just one time. One time. Play a Deathwish unit on the melee row. Don't waste your giant toad. And they're catching up. Like, they're playing bronzes plus 3 points. I'm playing bronzes that have very low power. The carryover, some of which was wasted, you know, I would have been able to do just fine without this extra 2 points. You know, I don't want that Sihil to hit for too hard, but with card advantage and the cards I have left, I'm feeling okay. Wasting that toad, that actually sucks, because that's round 3 carryover that I wasted, and it's a consume that I think I actually would have needed. Okay, they transformed Sihil. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, they transformed it into the... My god. This match is fun. This match is fun. But now we're about to go just full meta mode, so... you know, I don't know how fun it'll be for Mr. Opponent here. I mean, these are my cards. They are a bit lackluster, honestly. Now we have 5 consumes. That's decent. Five consumes. Okay, now I think we wanna hold off as long as possible. I don't think they're gonna have an answer, but they might. Oh, they didn't transform Sihil. No, they transformed Ornira Man Sihil. This was a 13 provision card. Of course, of course. Yeah, but you are just not gaining a lot of points from that, sir. See, here the Giant Toad guaranteeing 1 proc off of this and being 4 extra points would have been great. Because if they... Okay, do this.
Everyone has their secrets.
Yeah, Sihil, not great. No. Okay, can I beat an actual deck? I mean, Bounty was an actual deck, but Bounty 3 cards down is not an actual deck. Come on, let's get a close win against a meta deck. That's what I want here for the big finish. We've had our fun. Now make me suffer. Just a little bit. Monsters? I haven't gotten to use Dagon round 1 yet. That's also something I want to do. Against Frost. And yeah, we have Dagon round 1. Against Frost. Again, this is a good deck. This is a good deck. We're in for a treat here. In for a treat. Well, no. No. Not you. Huh. Okay, I'm thinking Radeyah. Then we grab Burris Ritual. Just for some tempo. Thin out some cards. 4 cards, tempo, thinning, good. What else we got? If we do that, we're not getting... Not getting Rune Mage, which means Shupe is a risky play around 1. Which is fine. It's going to be just 4 turns of Frost. Yes. Okay. I think we want to do this. Okay, let's see. I like doing something that I'm not going to eat yet. And something I'm definitely going to eat. Definitely going to eat. And these 2, sure. Could have done Brewis, but obviously we don't want to trigger this round 1, because then we don't get carryover. We get a few extra points, which in some instances might be worth it. But I'm gonna go for the no. I'm gonna go for the big no on that one. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of tempo here. Pull out a 6 and a 3 and Okay, that's a lot of them. But, I mean, that's fine. We eat these 3. The counter goes to 3. We only need 1 more, and that's probably just going to be like a Rakkus Queen or a Bridge Troll later. That's decent. Absolutely decent. All of these can hit for good value against Wild Hunt here. Getting the double consume on Barghest could be difficult. If we eat the 5 first and then hit this, that'd be helpful. Good. Ardgaith, yes. Ardgaith. There's Winter Queen. We don't want to get screwed by a pass on Winter Queen. Actually, this could go a long way in killing her, because Fog hits the lowest unit. So unless they boost her or play something lower than 2, which I don't think Wild Hunt can do with Frost on both rows. So we might actually get the Winter Queen here with the Fog, which is really good. Oh, that's big. That is big, and it's big enough. It's big enough that we don't get the Dominance. I'm gonna play this. I'm a big fan of this card too. As a 4 provision card, Desert Banshee is nice. Alright, Winter Queen. Dead. Nithral. On the board, but coming in a little late. A little late there, my buddy. I do think we might have to look into a pass here. We hit the... it's better than Gheals. It's better than Gheals. I'll take it. Alright, that Foglet played for 10. Which is exactly what we want Foglets to do. Okay, if possible, I'm going to try to play this Giant Toad. If I think I can do so without falling behind. Okay, Leader Charge. That's going to make that plan more difficult. I mean, we definitely don't have to play the Toad here. I mean, it's... What are we getting? 10, 12 points. It's a 12-point play. We go to 48. No, we can afford it. We can actually afford it. But now we've got nothing. This Harpy is too slow. That Laugh at this point is just too committal. And Shupe. I mean, what is Shupe doing here? What is Shupe doing here? We haven't played Rune Mage, so on a dry pass, like, we don't really... I don't think I'm comfortable trying to go for the resilience. Although hitting it would be sweet. We got to think about, you know, the possibilities here of taking it on even cards, right? Playing this is 8. We have to play a Leader Charge. But that's huge. Then we can play the Harpy on it. But then we have nothing for this. I don't know if it's worth it. But to win on even, Wild Hunt, fine. Fine. I'll do it. Because of the chance to win on even cards, I'll do it. And this enables the Harpy to play for 11. Which could also be really good if they have like Oberon in their hand. They don't want to play that. If they have Eredin, they don't want to be playing that now. Caranthir, they don't want to play now. They are playing into it. Naglfar. Okay. Tirnalia. What's their boost? 10. Oh, that's a big boost. But the Harpy is still good. The Harpy is still good. We're going to force out their last card and then we get to see what it is. Okay, we win on even. Shupe in hand. Oh. Okay, now they committed Tirnalia, which is huge because now that carryover is in a round we don't care about. We know carryover, right? I think I want this bridge troll because it's like my best Deathwish here. Yeah, so I kind of want it. Siren is also good for that consume. We need the consumes. How are we doing on Dagon? One more and he's it. One more and he is it. They have no carryover Frost, but they do have a play here. I don't know, do we do it? Passing seems bad. Passing seems bad, but the commitment is no. We got it. Passing for card advantage is great and all, but it honestly feels kind of bad. I spent that laugh, which is a concern. I could eat Dagon. I mean, eating this is 8. Eating Dagon is 8 plus nothing. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, we're not winning this. And if I pass here, they pass. Dagon is still carryover. That has to be right. I need something to eat. I do need something to eat with this before I eat it. I can maybe get something with Rune Mage. Could get just a big Shupe Knight. That could work. That plays a Deathwish. Oh, I wanted a Baya. I really wanted a Baya there. Okay. Okay, this has a 3-point Deathwish. We're not triggering the Deathwish regardless, right? Okay, we gotta think about Shupe. 13 damage Shupe is not great. 10-point Shupe could be a good Arrakis Queen spawn. Nothing with the Deathwish. That's not good. Actually, putting 2 units on the board was kind of bad, because 13 random damage Shupe could have been nice also. Did I play the second Ardgaith? Yeah. 13 damage Shupe. This Arrakis Queen is doing nothing. We do have Dagon. Dagon could save this. Again with the fucking toad! I keep forgetting about the toad. I just assumed that by now he was out. No. I assumed I had spent him. But of course I haven't. I haven't spent the toad. Here comes Oberon. Immediately to 5 damage. Okay, I think it's just Shupe. I think we want big boy Shupe. We could lock Eredin, or we could try to just deny dominance with the 4 damage. I think that's fine. Honestly, this is actually a use for Arrakis Queen that I hadn't even thought of before this match. I mean, she lives, right? Yeah. She lives.
Not too shabby. Not shabby at all. Not too shabby. Shabby at all.
Ho, 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 ho. Okay. I mean, look, so the toad, me forgetting about the toad led me to not be able to Arrakis Queen. Yeah, that was just a 7. Arrakis Queen 7 target, and it's not even 7 because I wouldn't have enough. No, Shupe was the best Arrakis Queen thing there. Yeah. That's honestly, like I said, that was a use for him that I did not even consider. Now, unfortunately, he gains resilience on deploy, so it's not he just has resilience, because that would have been great, because then you could copy a resilient Shupe. Unfortunately, we can't do that, but yeah, just having him as a 10 for Arrakis Queen. If you don't have Deathlaugh or you don't have consumes for Deathlaugh, that's actually very, very valid. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be happy with that. We got some matches that, you know, not even a contest. But then that last one, Wild Hunt is a proper deck. It is now considered a meta deck, and I fully back that up because I've been playing a lot of Wild Hunt. Especially last season, but also quite a bit this season, and honestly, the deck is crazy. And it's, honestly, I think the deck is almost perfect, because it's so powerful, so consistent, without really abusing anything, you know, without even going above 12 provisions. It's just everything I want in a deck. Highly synergistic. I'm a big fan of Wild Hunt. And honestly, of all the meta decks we could have encountered with this for that final match, I think that was a good one, because Wild Hunt is a deck that I respect so much. From having played it a ton and knowing full well the wins that deck can pull out of its ass. It's not even out of its ass. Like they don't even have to reach into their ass to get it. It's just dangling outside. Those wins are just dangling outside their asses. So I have mad respect for that deck, and being able to beat it despite some setbacks, definitely feels good. Now, as for my deck, I guess just to quickly cover that as well. I think it's fine. I think like this random assortment of Deathwish / consume units, like when you're limited to only one copy of each, like you're not really gonna be able to get the balance completely right, because you're kind of just at the mercy of your collection. But I think it worked surprisingly well, and I think it could work even better with some practice and maybe some refinement. Radeyah. I think Radeyah... Here's the thing. The Deathwish stratagem, ever since it got buffed to not only trigger bronze Deathwish units, this is a force to be reckoned with. It's a scary card. It's a scary card. You know, it can allow you to double Brewess even on red coin. If you have a lot of excess consumes, just, you know, hitting that Arrakis Queen an extra time for an extra debt laugh. Really good. Just an extra big Shupe. If you're going for the evolved Dagon and you're in a matchup where you can actually build up the counter a little bit, it is absolutely insane. And you know, you got some backup targets. That's okay. This video is already too long, in my opinion, but I want to talk about Dagon. Because I made a video recently where I talked about a lot of things, but one of the things was nothing good happens above 13 provisions. You know, I went on a little bit of a rant about all these 14 provision cards they've been adding. You know, scenarios, Tyr, Dagon, Dana, you know, all of these cards. And with Dagon, I didn't really complain about his power level or anything. I complain about just too much text. And honestly, I probably still think it's a lot of text. But the card is actually really fun. Like Dagon promised, the unevolved form, there's a lot of carryover potential. And you know, the carryover has become more and more prevalent in the game, but like if you're gonna do it, at least do it on a 14 provision card, you know? Like I'm actually happy about him being expensive. And the you know, infusing 5 units with a new Deathwish. Like there's one concept there that I don't think there's really any way to exploit in the game, but he can effectively create new Deathwish units for Brewess, for triggering Haunt. He can turn non-Deathwish units into Deathwish units, which also buffs, you know, his own. Whenever you play a Deathwish unit boosted by 1, it helps with Desert Banshee. So that's one side of the coin, which I think is really interesting and I hope gets explored more. On the other hand, he can just add an additional Deathwish to existing Deathwish units, which just adds points to Urn of Shadows, Abaya, and if it's a bronze unit, even Merylorn. Like a Harpy Egg with a Dagon infusion, that Deathwish is 8 points. You can play a 12-point Merylorn on that Harpy Egg. So I think if I were to do a Deathwish deck without Shupe, without Singleton, where I could have 2 copies of bronzes, I would want to explore that concept a little bit. So, Dagon. Dagon promised his first form. I'm a big fan. I like it. Dagon Risen. I mean, it's just for those greed matchups, right? Like, the fact that this card can pivot into, like, ultimate greed is fun. I don't know if I'll ever be able to spawn a base copy of Self in your hand against a real opponent. But just the idea that one day I might. You know, it fills me with a certain glee. It's nice. So, Dagon. I like you. I like you. Brewist Ritual, insane card. Insane. And you're with this deck. You know, you could potentially... Like, we have enough bronzes, Bronze Deathwish, to actually trigger her 4 times. With the Deathwish, the Urn of Shadows, Radeyah, and... yeah. And Abaya. If you play her on the ranged row, or you consume things in between to make space, you're probably never gonna be able to keep 8 Bronze Deathwish units in your deck for that. But Dagon can make more, if you want. But yeah, like, whenever you're able to do it twice, I think that's insane. Just summoning 4 bronze units from your deck, like the tempo, the thinning, it's good. It's good. And we can't do it 6 times. Or 3 times, 6 units. If we wanted to. I guess doing 8, you are thinning too much, because then, you know, you'd be thinning by 10 cards. So maybe don't do that. You could do 7. You could do 7. But yeah, this card is crazy. And Arrakis Queen, Detlef. I didn't really get to do this combo. But I guess if any of you have played Deathwish or seen Deathwish recently, you have seen that combo. It's good. If you have the consumes for all the Detlefs, it is crazy good. Otherwise, kind of meh. But spawning a big Shupe is fun. Yeah. And we just passed the hour mark. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, not the greatest games for showing off a deck. Besides maybe that last match. I think that was a good match. But the point of this video was to have fun, right? And if you want to see more of this deck, maybe some more serious matches, I would not mind revisiting it. Maybe after making some tweaks. If you have any suggestions for tweaks, do let me know. If you want to see just normal Deathwish, like, honestly, that deck looks... Like, I didn't add Shupe because I thought Deathwish looked boring and I wanted to make it fun. It actually looks pretty cool. I just been wanting to do Radeyah Deathwish with the extra stratagem for quite a while. So we did that today. If you want to see normal Deathwish, sure. I'd love to. But for now, I'm going to get this video out to you guys before I leave for work. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you again soon for just a tad more Gwent. Until then, have a good one.